So before this video starts, I wanted to let you guys know that this isn't a rebuild based off of reality at all, but more or less fantasy, and it's what the majority of people do want to see from me. That being said, if you guys do want to see a realistic style, let me know in the comment section, or just let me know anything, maybe even suggestions for rebuilds in general, or videos in general. These do take ages to record, so it'd be insane for you guys to like the video. Just watching is pretty freaking insane itself. But of course, it would be awesome if we could see 200 total likes. We usually get about 150. But anyways, hopefully you enjoy. What is going on, guys? We are back with another video, and you can tell this is a voiceover. Maybe you can't. But we are rebuilding the Titans. The second part of this is going to actually be live comm. Actually, the majority of the video is. It's just the first half isn't. We're rocking with an actual decent team for once. They're kind of at the crossroads right now. They're looking all right. There are a couple of moves that I think need to be made. Of course, you've probably seen the little intro video. You know, it's not about building with what's working. Like, obviously, there's no way the Titans get rid of DeMarco Murray. It's been very successful for them. They do have a great player like Derrick Henry, but obviously Murray's the best bet right now. And another best bet is trading for Mike Evans, who is going to be a great part of this team. It wasn't too hard to get him, and of course another issue with the Titans is cornerback, so we get Darius Slay there. We did actually convert Jason McCourty to free safety, which allowed us to move him to an 87 overall to get Watt. First round trade there, pretty simple. A really good trade here, a combo trade for Kyle Fuller and Danny Trevathan, which was actually really surprising. Robert Nkemdiche and Dayon Buchanan there. Trades are coming in left and right very quickly. I know DeMarco Murray, it's rough, but Jalen Ramsey is a young, good cornerback. And, of course, we do have a lot of draft picks as well, which is almost the end of our trades. And this is interesting with Vic Beasley because we are kind of running a 4-3-3-4 hybrid type scheme. I normally just run 3-4 basically, but I decided to try to run 3-4-4-3, and I didn't want to get rid of Brian Orakpo because I really didn't know, how much, burn the pass rushing linebackers are going to get. Were they going to be playing a lot of coverage? We're going to be playing a lot of pass rush. So I kind of just left that the same, and then Vic Beasley's kind of a hybrid guy. You can pretty much do whatever you want. Here we do have a couple of players that are switching sports, which, of course, Leary looks very good because Brian Orakpo is getting up there in age, getting up there in expense. Kent Gourlay, we don't really need a running back, but Derrick Henry, of course, we don't know how he's going to start as a starter. And, of course, we do make the playoffs with a very respectable record, which I can't really complain about. The Jaguars do match us, and the Colts also match the Texans, so very interesting. Two teams on the top, two teams on the bottom. Marcus Mariota does get MVP, believe it or not. He wins the MVP award. And overall, it was a pretty good season. Would have liked a little bit more yards from Walker, but he is more of a blocking type tight end. Kinda. I mean, he's built to receive the ball as well, but of course, we'll take what we can get. And speaking of taking what we can get, J.J. Watt breaking the NFL sack record, which he should have by now. I'm not saying like he's not a great player. It's just that's something that I want him to own. I want that record to be his. J.J. Watt's such a beast. But, of course, Jurrell Casey not too far behind with 17 sacks. I would assume that would probably be some sort of career year for Jurrell Casey since he really doesn't have too much help in Tennessee. And the interceptions were pretty bad. I mean, they weren't the worst as we are kind of moving around in this, in the real-world league. The league's kind of moving away from interceptions. You're not really seeing as many as you used to, really. I guess you kind of are, but at the same time, you're not. The league is definitely getting comfortable with the offensive passing style, and of course, you've seen Mariota MVP. Our rankings are actually really good on defense and offensive. I believe we're third offensive and first defensive, or maybe the opposite around. It's something really good. That's all I know. And Mariota also gets best quarterback. J.J. Watt's best defensive player. Derrick Henry's best rookie. Mariota best quarterback, best offensive player. All these different awards we have. Tajay Sharp almost got best wideout. J.J. Watt, of course, best D lineman. And kicker, believe it or not, we weren't even really on the list. Like, sixth is not great considering we missed only one field goal. Of course, we didn't cheat. Showing you that here. Pretty solid season, especially for a year one team. We built up that defense. The offense is already pretty solid without us. And dare I say it, but Mariota looking like one of the best quarterbacks in the league right now. To be fair, he's playing pretty well in real life too. I can't really complain too much. I can't really say he's not playing well. But we are looking to make him a very good overall here. I'm not sure how high he's going to get to. Maybe a 90 overall. I'd say probably about 88, 89. He's getting a lot of stats up here. You can see all these different stats. Throw power I normally avoid, but I didn't this time. So Mariota does go to a 90, I believe, with the +1. I can barely see it from here. This cam view is terrible for me. But we are going to go against the Raiders, who are 11-5. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. The game disconnected halfway through while we were losing by 13 in the middle of the third. Don't know how it was going to work out, so I decided to just play it again instead of force winning or simming any of that. Just played it again here with the AIs. We won by 12. Let me know what you guys think of the future. Should we, if we disconnect when we're down by 13 middle of the third, should it go to the other team? Should they win or should we win, if we're in that situation? But, I mean, that's irrelevant now as we do have a 93 overall defense, 87 offense, which isn't bad. But what is bad is going against the Patriots in the playoffs. It's the divisional round, so we're still a long ways away from the Super Bowl. And we do match up well with the Patriots, though. You can see an 87 to their 86. But on the field, we don't match up so well. We're losing 31-13, and our defense can do nothing but watch this absolutely happen. I don't know why I said absolutely happen. I was about to say this terror absolutely happened, which we got destroyed. Let's be honest. We got absolutely molested out here. And Tom Brady going to go into the AFC Championship game, which he might in real life. I know the Gronk setback it's gonna be rough on them, but Tom Brady always seems to find a way to win. I mean, take that how you will. But here we're pretty much looking. Of course, we were looking for cornerbacks, but there really wasn't any. The Super Bowl was the Patriots winning over the Cowboys. Kind of irrelevant for me to show it once again as Tom Brady retires every single season first year. So basically, it's like they played against a no passing attack. Here we do have a couple of re-signings, but very cheap. A lot of these guys are kind of on the cusp of having good years, so none of them are really going to get that kind of a deal because they're all not that great. Let's just be honest. And believe it or not, we actually do let every other player go except for Warmack there. I almost said Waymack. And here, there's not really anyone free agents. I think we tried for Haloti Nada and I think maybe Jared Cook, but we lowballed them. Didn't get the deals. They wisened up. And here we have Wade Taylor, who we don't need a middle linebacker, but we could always use one. Getting a little bit of age there at our group, a little expense as well. So Wade Taylor definitely looks like a guy that could fill that. Once again, we really needed a cornerback, but there just wasn't one this year, so we let it happen. Aaron Leary looking very solid as well. Looking like those guys might be the guys we take. We do have the 4th, 6th, and 7th round draft picks in the first round. I don't believe we have any other pick. So we are going to trade down to try to accumulate some more picks for next year at least. And that is what we do. And here we go. Leary and superstar development trade. 79 overall, and he was supposed to go number 3rd overall. 6th. This time we take him. Very great player there, Wade Taylor. So 2 out of 2 were spectacular, and this guy's not too bad himself. No superstar development trade, no quick development trade, but he's still really good. So he will play for us. And of course here, looking to kind of ditch contracts and the age. So we do get Eifert, and we do get Diggs. So our team is looking very, very scary. I would not want to go against that offense. And the defense is also something you wouldn't want to go against either. We have great cornerbacks, great pass rush. The linebackers are getting better. I'm going to go back into the draft stories for the next season, of course. And there's a quarterback in there, which I believe we don't scout because we got Mariota. What's the point? But we do have a lot of re-signings, so it kind of makes sense if we would have scouted him a little bit, as Mariota's going to need a contract soon, most likely. And I don't know if we're going to be able to afford it. We have got all these contracts. Daniel Buchanan we're going to wait on because we did see a strong safety. So it might be worthy just to check him out a little bit more. Here, Taylor Lewan is going to decline because of the bonus. It's a big issue with almost all these players. Lots of players to resign. We still have 3 to 4 players that we need to resign. And, of course, we get a bye week, 12-4. looking strong again. Can we get away from losing, though? That's the problem. We can get to the playoffs, no problem. But can we win in the playoffs? That's the issue. We get one win, and even then it was fluky. So, like, what can you even say about that? Overall decent. Stephon Diggs really disappointing, considering the fact that he had the most catches on the team, yet so little of yards. Taylor Lewan on a contract year had a decent season, I guess. Can't really complain. Sacks, J.J. Watt does regress quite a bit with that. So does Casey, but I guess that's just a group effort, as they both dropped about 7. So, I mean, that's got to mean something. Interceptions about the same as usual, just as crap as it always is. Kicking, the rookie does very well there, and the punter also does really well. Offensive yardage, 17th. Defensive, however, number 1, which is probably what carried us into this good old 12-4 record, which is, it's pretty solid. It's pretty impressive. I mean, it's really good. J.J. Watt, best defensive player of the year again. Trying to solidify that Hall of Fame career. And yes, I'll say it, Hall of Fame career this early, but he's a beast. I know he's got injury problems, so he might not make it, but in the world of franchise, he's obviously making it after these last 2 seasons. He's already done enough to make the Hall of Fame with add another 46 sacks onto his career total right now. That already makes him a Hall of Famer just about. So, of course, you've seen all that. We do have a really good roster. Linemen are looking a little bit rough. The left guard position could definitely be upgraded. And we do have XP. What do we have? And looking good. Wade Taylor is going to get up quite a bit. 79 overall. How high can we get him? He's got a couple of traits that he needs. We are going to get most of those, however. I love doing that with middle linebackers. I think it's the best move because middle linebackers always do well, no matter how bad they are if they're starting. So if you have a rookie, they're most likely going to win best defensive rookie, which is huge. And then you look at this guy, 79 overall, after 1 year, jumps to an 86. That is outstanding. And of course, we're trying to develop our pass rushing linebackers into coverage guys, which we do all right. Leary already had decent stats. He almost got to about 77 each. 90 overall versus the 87 overall Chiefs, which would be rough if we actually find a way to lose this game. And 31-0 start of the 4th. It's looking good. I'm not going to argue this one. I think we may have won. It'd be nice if that's the way we could do this whole thing. Like I said before, the Chiefs are very tough to beat in Sim, so this is actually a really impressive win in my personal opinion and experience. So a 31-point victory, almost a shutout. Not quite, but still a huge blowout. 34-3 would be a devastating loss for any team to take in the playoffs. Even if they just barely made it, that's still terrible to take. So we're happy to take the win off of their hands. And overall, the second quarter was just dominating. We really didn't even need to do that well in the second quarter. We still would have won by 10. But Mariota really didn't put up crazy numbers. But we were pretty efficient. Got down the field well, running the ball a lot. Like, absolutely a ton out there. We're almost getting to the aspect of the video where it's all live comm. So you're going to experience, which is probably the best part because you're going to experience all the great wonders of the live commentary. So this is the part where the rap breaks down now, but this is actually live comm at this point. I'm feeling a lot better than when I started this. Of course, you could tell that the rest is voiceover, but we are going against the 8-8 Bills, who are an 85 overall team, which isn't too bad. But we are a 90 overall, and our team is actually very stacked. One of our worst positions is probably running back, honestly. And even that, Derrick Henry is still pretty solid. It's a little weird that we're giving him the ball so much, though. I think we threw it for 1/3 of the attempts. Well, 1/3 of the game's attempts were passes versus 2/3 of it being runs. So it's a little weird, but I mean, if it works, it works. I mean, we absolutely dominated. I don't remember who the hell we played. So we are officially in the game, and the Bills start off strong with a touchdown, and they look like they might score another one here, which is completely BS. Down 10-0. Apparently our offense just can't do anything. This is actually kind of angering me, and right before half, we do get a clutch touchdown, which is not too bad, and we do get 3 there. A little bit of defense, and to start this fourth quarter off, we are down by, 10? I almost said 4, which isn't true. Down by 10, and we just can't move the ball at all, so we're going to be forced to kick another field goal. This young kicker is great. And interception by Kyle Fuller is switched to free safety. Does allow us to turn this into a tied game, which is going to end soon because our number 1 ranked defense apparently really terrible. Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. And somehow we actually converted, and then we get a huge play there and another huge play to tie this game up at 27-all. I don't know how in the world we can't stop them. We have the number 1 ranked defense in the league, and we actually come up with a clutch stop. Speaking of, doesn't matter because it's an interception. How in the world could you blow that? I don't even care what anyone says. I am coming in this game. I'm honestly mad. I really am, because these rebuilds already take a long time, and we've already built a team good enough to win. But EA is so unrelenting. Like, let's just take a look at this Bills roster that's apparently so fucking great. You know, there's great players. 84 overall quarterback, that's elite. 90 overall running back, fair enough. Sam Watkins is all right. Woods is all right. There's not great. Decent tight end, great left tackle, decent left guard, below average. Rest of the players, average D-line other than Darius. Zach Brown is actually really good. Philly Brown's all right. Shaq Lawson's not great. Their cornerbacks are pretty rough. Free safety's all right. Strong safety's not great. Like, they don't have a great team. Like, it's so BS. Look at this. 95 overall quarterback, 81 running back, 92, 88, 85, 96, 93. The O-line's at least equivalent to theirs, maybe even better. D-line is insane. Like, where are we not much better than them? I don't get that at all. We are absolutely better than them. Let me know if you guys hate when I do this. I know a lot of people do, but I mean, it doesn't guarantee I'm going to win. Obviously, it gives me a lot better chance, but look at that right there. Stuffed me. When I should have went out of bounds, I got greedy because I'm like, it's easy. When you play user, it's easy. You can score anytime you want, but that's not true. And look what it costed me. It cost me a lot. And we might have to throw this away. We do have Mariota, he's fast, but he's not that fast considering. Jesus Christ, they actually caught me there. Derrick Henry's got a chance on the outside. He's kind of open, and that's game. We have lost the game. The only chance we have is if we can hurry up to the line. Eifert's going to be the only option. We're not even going to get to the line. Get to the end zone, Eifert. You are so slow. And we don't even get the throw. Fuck off. Haha, 93 defense, offense. 90 overall. Makes a lot of sense. 8 Bills, 85 overall. They deserve to win. 100%. I mean, it's not like we beat them in everything. I mean, we did, but that's besides the point. Bills, Vikings. Okay. That's true. And that's the problem. Like, we really don't have anyone to draft. We really don't. The best we can do is interior linemen. But linemen are really hit and miss on this game. Like, you just can't. You can't really determine who's going to be great. That guy's actually going to be really great. Contradictions. There's nobody that should have stopped us, let alone the Bills. So the Vikings win their first ever Super Bowl, probably by a blowout because the Bills were not equipped to play. Okay, they only lost by 3. The Bills outplayed them too. Holy crap. The Bills are just magic, I guess. LaShawn McCoy. Tyrod Taylor fumbled. Why couldn't he do that against us? Treadwell. Defensively. Like, I'm honestly just sick and goddamn tired of this sim. Fuck you. He clearly wanted to hit free agency. 100%. Like, what do you want me to give you? Thank God. I really didn't know what to do. Damn, man. I don't want to get rid of that guy. The punter and kicker were very, very talented. This kicker's actually willing to re-sign without having to pay. Well, I mean, I really didn't have to put this much of an offer on at all. I was actually getting ready to get rid of him, but I clearly can't do that. The punter, man. Quick development trait. He's so good. I can't pay that much for a punter, though. Fuck it. But he's not needed. He really isn't. Ugh. We're going to have players to re-sign. I don't care. won the Super Bowl last rebuild. If I have to, I'll consider it a failed rebuild, which obviously it's not going to be, but it could be. We're re-signing just about everyone, which is obviously a huge no-no. Odell Beckham, you see this every once in a while. Oh, Zach Martin. Oh, we got to go for him. I don't even care. We got to go Zach Martin. We obviously see Odell's good too, though. Obviously, if you can get that number over the 84 mark, you're pretty much automatic buy-in. But that's ridiculous, man. I don't know if I could pay that. Whatever. I mean, whatever. If we get them both, fine. We'll do what we have to. God damn it. We got them both, man. I couldn't pass them. I couldn't. This team is built to win right now. I really don't know what to do here because it's just like we don't have anyone to draft now. We have absolutely nobody. 0 players to draft. Like, there's no need. I'm trading it all down for next year shit. I don't care. It says find better players. Like, that's even possible. Look at this team. I mean, it's not even possible to find better players. Now, salary situation, obviously. We are 20 mil underneath the cap. I think this is a great move because we'll be able to afford Mariota for sure, I think. Great move. So we have about 20 mil to work with. I don't know if that's enough to sign Mariota. It's going to be close. It's going to be a close one. I don't know. I don't think we're going to have the cap at all. We'll see. The cap at all? The capital. Oh, and we got Taylor Lewan. Yeah, we would... Oof. Stephon Diggs. Obviously a guy we would let go. Mariota, though. Okay, so somehow we have enough money to sign him. I don't know exactly how that works at all. It's a good offer. Solid. And then we have Taylor Lewan, who's just barely going to sneak in on this team. I think, actually. Maybe not. I think, actually, we have plenty of money. So we do, of course, get a bye week. 12-4 again. Aaron Rodgers does get MVP. How was Mariota? Big contract year, and he kind of delivers. The touchdowns are very low. Derrick Henry not delivering that well. Tyrone Hubbard did pretty well. Diggs over 1,000. So 3 guys over 1,000. Almost 4. That's absolutely insane. Almost 4. That with those numbers, I would not have expected that. Taylor Lewan contract year, kind of rough. Chris Harris Jr. almost got traded, and he turned out to have a really great season. Bosa and Watt make up for a dominant pass rush. Bosa just insane. Holy shit, man. What were the tackles? So Wade Taylor's probably best linebacker, maybe even best defensive player. Our punter and kicker, absolutely outstanding as per usual. What was our rankings? 4th in the offense, 4th in the league on offense. Defense got to be up there too. NFL defenses. So we were the 4th in yards total. Probably like 4th defensive overall. Mariota missed out on MVP by 1, which is impressive because MVP did go to Rodgers. Mariota, best offensive player. Bosa, you can't expect to win it when you got Khalil Mack up there. You just can't do anything about that. No offensive or defensive rookies since we did not draft any. I'm not even on the list for that. Surprisingly, only Odell was on the list for wideouts. That's really surprising. Zach Martin, our offensive line is very dominant, but of course we aren't in the Cowboys division, which makes it a lot easier. Best linebacker was not even... Wade Taylor was 10th. Wow, EA, that was bullshit. I mean, you can't do us like that. That's rude. We're going to take a look at the XP. I'll show you guys the numbers, but of course I'll upgrade myself. I'll show you guys we didn't cheat, as we've had some pretty good seasons. I mean, there's really no reason for me to really prove to you guys that we didn't cheat, because if you can't see that there's a reason we're this good, then glasses might be in your future. 1-3 in preseason, but of course once the regular season hit, absolutely went off and won 4 straight at the end. That's very good. Let's take a look at who we have to play. We're 12-4. We have to win the Super Bowl, like 100%. It's all right. We're going against the Bengals, which is, we've got history on our side here. But then again, a 94. Hello there. We can't lose. Like, our team is way too good. 1st and 10 to Odell Beckham, and it's picked off, huh? Great there, Mariota. You're so good. Fumble by J.J. Watt recovery. Got to get that touchdown, and we do. Up by 3. J.J. Watt is just a tank of a man. 3rd and 22, and of course they converted to A.J. Green. How could you not stop that? 3rd and 2, J.J. Watt, man. That's all I can say. J.J. Watt, that's... What? Did fucking Mariota fumble this time? What is life at this point? Mariota sacked. In 4th and 7, we go nowhere, so it's most likely over. So we're down by 6. Oh my god. I have to come in. Unless that was a fumble, then it's irrelevant. Oh shit, the clock is running. Oh god. Odell 1-on-1. Oh, and then it's shoe clocked. I'm done. I'm done. I wanted to get everyone blocked, and it didn't happen. I'm fucking done. How in the 3 picks from a 97 overall quarterback? Oh my god. This is the kind of game you make, EA. I would have ended the video there out of rage if I didn't want to see what the overall was. I really want to see what the overall is. Is what it is. My voice is going to go again because EA is pissing me off. Just going to go to the offseason. I can't handle it. I mean, this is the best team we were going to assemble out of this team. The rest of the players, we're about to lose like 3 solid players, so there's pretty much no chance we even come close to that good. And Jason Witten ends it. Fuck you, Jason Witten. I'm sorry you're a class guy, but EA is pissing me off here. Atlanta, let me see. Oh, the Bengals lost the Raiders by 33. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. I mean, don't get me wrong. The Raiders obviously deserve to win, I think, but oh my lord. Fuck's sake. You didn't have to do it. You didn't have to do it, Mackie. Oh, man. No, I mean, that's pretty much going to be the rebuild. Let me know what you thought. It's just straight up bullshit. Like, the best team we've ever assembled. No Super Bowl wins. Could you imagine getting a first-round bye? And I don't know how good the other teams were in the league, but I would assume 12-4 is probably best seed. Yeah, but we were the best team in the NFL in the regular season. Possibly 2 seasons in a row. Best seed, bye week, lose it the first freaking game playing in the playoffs. That is like, you can't do any worse than that. Green Bay Packer mode, which is my team, which is rough. But, I mean, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Maybe like the video. Liking the video is huge. Watching the video is just as huge. But leaving a comment on what you think and maybe suggestions for future rebuilds or just videos in general is one of the biggest things to me. So, do it all. Don't do it all. Big, just watching is awesome. So hopefully you guys did enjoy. Hopefully you guys come back for next video, which I don't know when it will be or what it will be. But, I mean, until next video, see ya! What is going on, guys? We are back with another rebuild, and it's the Packers. So it's kind of not really a rebuild, but at the same time also a rebuild. Plays in this game that are very, repetitive. They'll know. You got to be absolutely fucking kidding me with that. Now that is some bullshit.